everybody, Geraldine Rose here. Myself and the Goodwill girls have got some Valentine cards for the kids this week. First off, sorry about the voice. I had a cold earlier again this week. Hopefully it'll get better as we go along. Myself, along with a couple of friends, Annette and Robin, we call ourselves the Goodwill gals. We are participating in the Hearts Across North America Valentine's Day Hop, and that's where you send out Valentine's Day cards to kids at schools that are participating, and so the kids can learn where they come from. So I will put that playlist for their videos down below in the description. We just pulled this together as an impromptu hop for us. Nothing fancy. I am horrible at guessing what kids want, even though I am a big kid, because I wasn't fortunate enough to have any. But I thought, well, they might like an interactive card. So I'm on this double Z-fold kick now that I know how to do them. And I decided I was going to do that again. I have two pieces of cardstock. I've got the pink one that's going to be the front face, and the white one is the back. And I got my folds in already. And I'm chopping down the pink one down the bottom because I want it just to go along that bottom 1/3 of the panel. And I wanted the love to show on the inside. Now, I do end up cutting this down a little bit farther later to kind of accentuate the swoopy flow through there. Prism Studios, my nesting heart dies, did a couple of bigger hearts in pink tones. I'm just checking to see that they're going to fit in the transition area that I've got, where it's going to do the drop down from the quarter panel down to the part that's going across the bottom. All right, going to grab this stencil out. This is the Creative Hearts. It's their Swirling Hearts one again. I put some ink across the background first, and then I put the stencil over top of it, and I'm going over with a darker ink, and then I'm bringing out some of the shimmer relief paste, and I'm also bringing out some of the solar paste. I'm going to do these with swooping one on, and then swiping the other one on, and then swooping one on, and then swiping the other one on, back and forth, so that the two mix. So the shimmer has got a really brilliant lighter shine to it, and the solar paste is more of a glow to it. And the shimmer, it's going to pick up some of the ink from below, and the solar paste mixing with it, it's going to give it a pink tone. That looks really pretty, right? And of course, there were still some parts of this stencil that were showing through. So on the inside portion of the card, I moved the stencil over to it, and I didn't re-ink up my blending brush. I just used what was left on the blending brush and put like a shadow image across the back of that card. Then I got out the I Choose You from Close to My Heart, and I put the Happy Valentine's Day in, and I did it with pink first, and then I brought in a darker tone and put across it again so that it will cause it to halo out. Of course, you have to have a few hearts on there, right? I didn't use the candy hearts that are part of that set. You can see that they're in there. They're like those little ones that you used to get that used to have the X's and O's and love you and all that stuff on when you were kids. Now, for the hearts as well, I went and put red around the outside, and that's why I'm tapping, blending it with the brush around the outside. It caused them to look like they kind of had a puffy appearance on the card because it's putting an ombre shadow around the outside of it. Another Close to My Heart, you go girl for this. You are all kinds of amazing, because I love having positive affirmation sayings for anybody, but especially for kids, right? When we end up closing the card, that's going to be hidden behind, but when they open it up, they'll see it. So to carry over what we had happening on the inside of the card with the hearts, I put some shading around the two die cut hearts that we had at the front. I'm setting them down into place, and that one, the bottom, I'm going to tuck something up underneath it later, and the same with this one. So we're slowly starting to assemble this. Now, I need a vellum band to go across the bottom portion. Luckily, I have some pink vellum. Put one of my sentiments down. I think that was from the Sweet Harvest from Altenew. Used my Versamark. I think my voice is really starting to kind of cut here. have to be taking some decaf coffee and drinking on you guys or pausing this voiceover. Anyway, I used embossing glaze so that it would be transparent the way that the vellum is. And I thought that was really funny that my webcam did not focus on that one little portion. All right, we're wiping off the anti-static powder because it would show on the vellum. And I'm just starting to check my engineering that I've got this one right. I screwed up another one. I really had to fix the other one. That video is up too. Anyway, this one, I tucked the vellum around the back of the panel with some ultra sticky tape so that I wouldn't have to worry about glue on the front. And I'm doing the same on the other side. And of course, I'm just checking my engineering again. Are the folds in the right place? Is this going to work? And then I didn't like the fact that the vellum was straight across and I'd already put the swoop in on the pink cardstock underneath. So I'm cutting it again so that it's mimicking that flow that's just above that one little word love that was in the cardstock. And of course, double checking the engineering again. All right, now we're going to glue this down. So I'm tucking it all together and then pushing it down and making certain that that one side is aligned up against the edge. I had an old card kit for Valentines. It was from Simple Stories Kissing Booth. I pulled a bunch of the pinkish tone hearts out of it and a couple of other things. There was a couple of like chipboard style hearts that were there. Cascaded them down through the hearts that we already had. Why am I showing this? It's so funny. It's like, oh, it had a sticker on the back, so I better show myself peeling that off. Anyway, I've got the smaller ones up towards the top, and we've got the getting bigger in size as they go down towards the bottom. And then I needed something to hide that heart. So there was one thing in there that was a round circle with a heart on it. It fit perfectly in behind there. And now to have the Valentine portion of it, I put a smiley face with little Valentine hearts on it. So I hope the kids don't mind that. I colored the hearts with my alcohol markers so that one's white, one's light pink, and one's a little bit darker pink. Just to carry over with all the different pinks tones that we've got through there and the white of the shimmer relief paste blending into the pink solar paste. Now that these guys are done, I went and put a couple of little hearts at the bottom over the vellum and the other things that we had stuck on. And so just reminding you to go check out Annette and Robin's videos, the Goodwill gals. And this is the finished card. So for pulling something off for this impromptu hop that we just decided we were going to do because we want to be that change that we have to see in the world, right? And we're doing it. It's awesome. We're going to send these off so that hopefully they get to the schools in time. You can search on Facebook. There's a lot of ones that are out there that are participating in this. So you guys go do that. Be the change you want to see in the world. Thanks for subbing and watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.